Hey Leo, your March Tarot reading is ready. I'm Eleanor. Welcome to Pink Pearl Tarot. I'm trying a new layout here. I have specific questions that I'm asking. They're timestamped in the description, so you can go to the ones that you find the most relevant. And if you have some that you think would be more relevant, go ahead and put them in the comments, and I'll see about swapping them out for next month. So your theme for March, you have hope. I love this card. Gemini got the same thing. And your affirmation, ooh, I don't like that. Okay. Your affirmation is, I am thankful for my effing amazing life. These are actually kind of brilliant together. It means that this month is all about reviving your hope and faith based on remembering the time before certain hopes and dreams were fulfilled. So like, for everything good in your life currently, there exists a past before you had it, right? Your present reality, it contains the outcome of having had hope for something somewhere. And it contains the answer to at least one prayer or wish you've ever made. So if it is difficult right now to access the perseverance of hope, try this little thought experiment. So the first question I wanted to ask is, what mindset shift might help with this? And you have the Nine of Swords. All right. So this shows that your mindset right now is heavily affected by worries and anxieties. And yes, that does make it hard to be grateful and hopeful when focusing on the good that you have only brings into focus what it is that you have to lose. You might even think that you've noticed a pattern that you lose things that you're grateful for. But the truth is, the gratitude is not why they were lost. That's not how gratitude works. Life is change regardless of whether or not you appreciate what you have while you have it. And sometimes I would beg to argue that the pain of loss is actually amplified several times over if it's something that you didn't appreciate while you did have it and you only realized it after it was gone, how valuable it was. So that said, worry actually does serve a purpose. It drives us to make a strategy or a contingency plan. If you can turn that worry into a plan, then having an action plan, A, B, C, all the way to Z if you want, that's how I do it. Having an action plan can be its own source of hope because you're basing it on faith in yourself, not something outside of your control. So for where will Leo see the most change? And you have the Fool. Perfect. Perfect. Something new begins here in March. This month can serve as an epic reset. And there's also something really unfamiliar about the territory of this month. And like I was saying before about having an action plan that puts all your faith and hope into yourself, you can know literally nothing about what will come your way and only know that you will do your absolute best, your 100% best, and that guarantees the best of all possible outcomes across all of the alternate universes. Something also lightens up here for you. Something about how dead ass seriously you've been taking everything, which is not to invalidate the real challenges you face, but a reminder to find some humor in the situation or to find a way to laugh at yourself, at least a little, because you're going to need to travel lighter in order to carry out your plan, to be agile and nimble in the face of the unknown. So for what will be your biggest obstacle? Biggest obstacle, you have the Ten of Wands. I can see you being pretty busy actually, and some of this that's been talked about so far, that can take time and introspection that you might find challenging to claim for yourself. So you're clearly a person who takes their responsibilities very seriously, and that's a great characteristic. Don't lose that. But somewhere in there, though, there's got to be something unnecessary that you can put down or delegate. And if one of those things is the need to be informed of everything going on at all times, maybe that's one to look at as an option. So for the best thing about March, let's see, the best thing about March for Leo, you have the Queen of Swords. You might find it to be a time when you're especially clear-headed and well-spoken. You'll have a keen eye for the truth and the ability to discern between the relevant and the redundant. Confusion should be clearing, and things should be making more sense. Emotions, while important, they can have a chaotic mind of their own when they're coming in just trying to communicate something to you. So you'll have an elevated ability to extract that information without the downside of impulsive response. Your responses will be better thought out. So for your influence or impact on others, you have the Seven of Wands. You're showing up as a defender, protector, and advocate for others here in March. You're trying to figure out how to keep someone or someone's safe in some way. Someone out there is saying, like, if you want them, you're going to have to go through me. Others might be seeing you as someone that's willing to fight for them, or at least exercise leverage or influence in some way for them. So for what opportunities you should be looking for, you have the World. Beautiful under the Fool. This is actually a perfect combination here. An opportunity for a major closure of some kind. It's just because this new cycle that begins with the Fool, it can only begin when the old one has completely ended. So look for that final epic completion so that the next story can commence. You could have the opportunity to close a loop of some sort, or a repeating cycle, or a very, very long journey or life arc. So for where you will find the most support, you have the Queen of Pentacles, another queen. Very nice. So if it's another person, it could be like a motherly type figure, perhaps your own mom. It could be someone with a green thumb that has their own backyard farm, someone that's super crafty, that sort of person. If it's you, if this represents a facet of yourself to access, it's going to be your own ability to do a lot with what resources you have. It'll be your ability to create beauty, simple but good food to eat, and to handle your money well. But more broadly speaking, when we're not like really zeroed in on a person, more broadly, you can feel more supported in March by engaging in grounding activities and staying anchored in the moment through your senses, like by, making food with your hands, or sewing and touching dirt and grass and all that stuff. So for your self-care directive, you have the Queen of Cups, 3 queens, gorgeous. This is your emotional self-care. So what do you need to do to nurture yourself, to reparent yourself? Show yourself that you love yourself. Like I was saying about that Queen of Swords, you'll be able to extract the information from your emotions intentionally and non-reactively. And that starts with the ability to let them communicate with you in the first place safely, not avoiding them, not numbing them. And this means experiencing them without judgment. And it might help for some of you to talk to someone that you trust to help process those things. So therapy could actually fall under this directive. So pretty cool March for you, Leo. Much love, and I'll talk to you next month. Thank you.